What's going on, everybody? This is Ralph with Arax Systems. I want to talk about the new TerraNode for the Heltec T114. This is a Meshtastic radio case that you can purchase and use for your T114. And it comes in 4 different colors, as you can see, in the FTE, the olive drab green, black, and white. And it comes with a variety of upgrades that you can do. So you can purchase the colors, or you can purchase a color combination. But the case itself is a 2-piece snap-on case, and it has a button inlay here. It can take a variety of different batteries, but it is designed around 2 specific batteries that I'm going to talk about. And it has a GPS slot here, and like I said, it's a very simple design. It's 2 cases. The case itself is capable of mounting the Baofeng clip assembly. It has, this is going to be better here. It has a tripod insert capabilities, and you can purchase this as an added assembly when you purchase the case. But it has a tripod insert assembly and then magnets to magnetize the whole case, so you can use it in whatever scenario you see fit. The case itself also has these slots here, so you can run a strap through it for your backpack or any other kind of pack that you're running. Aside from that, it's a very simple, rugged, and I'd like to think aesthetic design. It's got a little bit of water resistance built in, but yeah, so let's go on and see what the installation for this is going to be. So when you get the case, you just open it up. Okay, we're going to set the back to the side here. Now you got your T114. Okay, this is the T114 version 2, and you can tell that it's a version 2 because of where the Bluetooth antenna is going to be versus where the IPEX connection is going to be. Now, moving forward, before you install this into the case, what you need to do is you need to hook up your SMA connection, okay, to the T114, and then from there, it's pretty straightforward. Ideally, you don't have this flash. We're not going to hook up the batteries yet. So when you get your case, you're also going to have a battery retainer in here. You can take that out. Okay. In some scenarios, you're going to need the retainer. In other scenarios, you're not. But what you're going to do is you're going to insert this. Okay. You're going to insert this at an angle like this, where the button side and the USB-C side goes in first, and then you just push it down, and there is a very small little tab right here that basically clicks in and holds the whole unit in, and it stops it from just popping out from any force on the screen. Okay, it takes a little bit of force to push it out, and once you get your SMA connection in there, it's not really going to come out without damaging other things. Now, if you're going to have your GPS L76K, you just slot that in right there, and that's basically just going to be there. It's going to be held together just by very basic friction. Now you got your SMA connection, and you're just going to slot that in. There's going to be a socket for it right here, as you can see. You just pull that in with your fingers. Once that's in there, you want to get your star washer. You're going to want to slide that star washer down. You get your split washer. Put your split washer in there. And then you get your nut. Put that nut in there. You want to hand tighten the nut. Now, when it comes to anything with Meshtastic, you don't really ever want to torque anything down. The specs for these brass connections, I think, is 5 inch-pounds, and so you just Never want to torque anything down, never want to force anything. If something isn't working correctly and you can't get it loose, you're probably doing something wrong. So just very basic hand tightening there. And we're going to put this to the side here. Okay, so moving on to the battery options. But before you do that, you want to press down on these buttons. And what they should do, they should be responsive. You should feel a click back, especially on the top button. Not so much on the bottom button, because that's your reset button. You're not going to be pressing that a whole lot, and it's really hard to press, and it's like that for good reason. And as you can see, the USB-C port is very accessible, and it is a little shielded. And same with this SMA connection, it's shielded. And actually, it's designed to take up to 15 millimeter antenna bases. But we're going to be using a TE connectivity antenna, a dipole antenna. Moving forward, as far as your battery goes, there's a lot of battery options. But this specifically was designed around 2 batteries. This is the 18650 battery combo, and I have the size written here. This is kind of the maximum battery size you can go with. It's 66 by 37 by 19. Okay, if you're going to use this, you're going to forego the battery retainer that the unit comes with, and you just kind of slot that in, and then you just slot in your JST 1.5 connection. What the preferred, I guess I would say probably the preferred option is this 4000 mAh. Now remember, this double 18650 is about 5200 mAhs. This 4000 mAh battery size is 64 by 40 by 12. Okay, and we're going to use this just because it's going to be easy doing it on camera. But what you're going to do is you're just going to put this down here. Okay, you're going to put it over your IPEX jumper here, whatever access you have. And then let's see if I can do this from behind the camera. I might need a tool, but it is doable. It is doable. There. Okay, so we got it on. We don't want to ever turn your unit on without an antenna on it. So we're going to go ahead and put on our antenna. All right, so the unit is now on. And it is trying to find some satellites. All right, so when you're buying these, obviously it's JST 1.25, and you want to make sure that you plug into the top socket and not the bottom socket. And of course, more importantly, you want to make sure you have your polarity correct. The negative is supposed to be on the top pin, the positive is supposed to be on the bottom pin. Do not do it the opposite way, because you can burn your unit out. And the retainer pin, the retainer bracket pin, whatever you want to call it, comes in handy here. There's a little slot here that it is designed to go into. Let's see here. Okay, and all this does is just stops it from moving around, and it'll retain it. It'll push in just a little bit once you put the back of the case on, and that's what we're going to do here. So just want to make sure we don't Captain Crunch anything. Okay, so now you got your case on. Once again, with these are going to be M3 screws. You never want to torque anything down. Okay, they're just going to go in flush. Okay. All right, so it's all flush here, which is pretty aesthetic, and then you got your your belt clip, and that works. That's held together by nuts on the other side. And then I'm not going to dox myself, but yeah, you got a functioning unit, and you don't have to purchase. It doesn't the base units. Okay, base units, they do not come with the Baofeng clip assembly. They don't come with the inserts and the magnets. So that's added into the options. You can just add it as part of an additional assembly. But aside from that, you have a fully functional T114 case, and these are designed to fit into like magazine holsters. They can clip into your backpack. They can go on your belt. They can strap in pretty much anywhere. And they're also capable of being magnetized. So if you need a magnetizer for whatever reason, that option is there for you. If you want to put it on a tripod for whatever reason as a stationary unit, you can do that as well, so you don't have to hold it. And aside from that, I appreciate your time. You can find this on Arax, ARAX Systems LLC.com. Thank you.